Hey guys. Okay, so with builders as rare as hen's teeth at the moment, and with construction prices going up month on month on month, people are understandably hypersensitive to the time delays associated with going through the town planning process. As a result, we're getting asked more and more frequently, can I pay a fast track fee or can I pay a premium fee to council to help them speed up their assessment process? Unfortunately, the answer is no, they don't offer that option. However, there are three other ways that you can kind of speed things up. First and foremost, neighbour support. Now, there is nowhere within the planning scheme that says thou must provide neighbours support. However, I will tell you up front, it definitely does help to speed up council's assessment process. So particularly when you're looking at like small lots, you're breaking maybe the side boundary setback rules, building length rules, site cover rules, or if you're in like a character area and you're looking to do something that's a little bit non-standard, a little bit something a little bit, let me get my words in the right order there, something that's a little bit more contemporary, let's just say. Having the letters of support from the neighbours helps council tick those amenity boxes off a lot more quickly. It saves them having to DIY the assessment to a degree. They still need to look at things, consider future owners, all of that sort of stuff, but it does help them go through that process quicker. Now, second thing, proposal plans. I'm here to tell you, if I'm in council's position, like if I put my council hat on as the assessment manager, like I used to be, if I've got a short window of time frame left in my day, or if I'm really tired, or I'm exhausted, or I'm stressed, and I'm really lacking the brain power, I got two jobs on my desk. One has some really good plans, really clear plans. They easily tell me in a heartbeat what the person's proposing with no prior knowledge of the site. And then I've got this chicken scribble, or I've got a copy of plans that's been photocopied 50 times and is barely visible or is now hanging off the page. I can tell you which set I'm going to choose, which job I'm going to preference. I'm going to go this one because it's going to be so much easier for me to get through in the allocated time that I have. So the reality, the cold hard truth is the quality of your plans does dictate where you fall in the person's to-do list, whether you end up on the too hard or in the too hard basket, etc., etc. So yeah, make sure you've got clear plans. They clearly show the people what's actually proposed. So you need the existing scenario and the proposed scenario. We need material notations, height lines, all of that sort of stuff. Now, if you provide those, like I suggested, speeds things up a bit. Now, last but not least, and this is going to be the biggest one, you need to consider whether you can tweak your design to better align with council's intentions or council's requirements. Now, it could be something really, really simple. Like, for example, you might have I'm looking around the houses at the moment for inspiration here. You might have a support post at the front that has like some stone cladding on it. You might think, hey, that's a great support, that's a great like feature wall or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, character areas, council doesn't necessarily like stone-clad walls. It doesn't really fit in with those character vibes. It's not a material they used to use back then. So if you were open to potentially changing that to timber battening or something, that would tick more of council's boxes and help things move through more smoothly. It may not be so small, like I was chatting to a guy yesterday and I was like, so yeah, that garage you got out the side, that parapet roof form, like, I can see a way to push it. I can see a way to justify this with council, but it ain't going to be quick. Like, it's going to take me a little bit of back and forth here. We may have to tweak the design a little bit. However, I'm in gabled roof forms. Like, what do you think about a gable roof form? Like, it's going to be in keeping with the neighbour there. You want to change to gable roof form? Come on. So I put the option out there and say, hey, look, if you weren't emotionally attached to that parapet roof form, if it wasn't a major cost burden on you, then hey, you might want to potentially consider changing that roof form. Obviously, changing roof forms are a bigger sort of change than, hey, a little bit of stone cladding, but all of those things need to be weighed up. Sometimes people aren't emotionally attached to the things that are going to get council offside, and therefore it's a no-brainer, it's an easy decision. So yeah, just to recap, like I said, unfortunately you can't pay a premium fee or a fast-track fee to council to get them to speed up their assessment, but you can try and get neighbours support. We do have a standard form for that I can give you guys. Neighbour support, good quality plans, and be open to potentially tweaking the design in small ways or not so small ways if time is a major concern for you and if you need to get your approval out through council quickly. Okay, that covers off everything I want to talk about today. As I always say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got three. Number one, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number two, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number 3. What was my number 3? Oh, yeah. The views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all.